Well, bless their hearts. Trump's got big plans for Gaza. And when I say big, I mean huge. We're talking about a vision that only someone with a flair for the dramatic could dream up. Howdy, folks. Stephen Colbert here, and let me tell you, the news out of the Middle East is hotter than a crawfish boil in July. You won't believe what our former commander-in-chief is cooking up this time. Seems like our former president, Donald J. Trump, has got himself a brand new plan for peace in the Holy Land. And it's not just any plan, it's a plan with pizzazz, with a touch of that Trump magic. And you know what they say about the best laid plans, right? They usually involve a whole lot of crazy. This one might just take the cake. Now, I'm no geopolitical expert, but even I know this one's a doozy. It's got more twists and turns than a Texas rodeo. Trump's talking about taking over Gaza, the whole kit and caboodle, and turning it into, wait for it, the Riviera of the Middle East. Imagine that. That's right, folks. He wants to swap out the rubble for beach umbrellas and the rocket fire for pina coladas. Picture it. Sun, sand, and serenity where there once was strife. Only in Trump's world, right? The Riviera of the Middle East? Hold my sweet tea. Now that's a bold claim if I've ever heard one. Now, I've had some sweet tea dreams in my time, but this one takes the pecan pie. Imagine sitting on your porch, sipping that sweet tea, and dreaming of a place like Gaza turning into a vacation hotspot. I mean, Gaza's been through the ringer, folks. We're talking years of conflict, poverty, and more heartbreak than a country music festival. It's hard to even imagine the transformation they're proposing. And Trump thinks he can just waltz in with a can of hairspray and a dream to turn it into Cancun? Bless his heart. It's like he's got a magic wand and thinks he can just wave it around. But hold on, it gets better. Trump's plan also involves relocating the 1.8 million Palestinians living in Gaza to, well, somewhere else. Just pack them up and move them out, like it's that simple. Don't you just love the specifics? It's like saying you're gonna clean your room, but you ain't figured out where you're gonna put all the dirty clothes yet. It's a plan without a plan, if you ask me. From the White House to the outhouse, reactions to Trump's proposal. So, how'd folks react to Trump's little bombshell? Well, the White House, bless their hearts, spent the next week trying to unring that bell. They said Trump wasn't serious about sending in the troops or footing the bill for this Riviera makeover. Seems like even they know you can't just slap a coat of paint on a war zone and call it a day. The Israelis, on the other hand, were a mixed bag. Some of them thought Trump was a genius, others not so much. And the Palestinians, well, let's just say, they weren't exactly thrilled about being told to pack their bags for parts unknown. Can't say I blame them. Section 4. The world says hold your horses, but Israelis kinda like the sound of it. The international community, meanwhile, was about as happy as a tick on a rolling pin. The UN said moving folks out of Gaza against their will was a big no-no. European leaders were all, have you lost your mind? And even the Saudis, who usually play nice with Trump, told him to pump the brakes. But here's the kicker, folks. A whole lot of Israelis actually liked Trump's idea. Yep, a poll showed that 7 out of 10 Israelis were all for relocating the Palestinians. Makes you wonder what they're putting in the water over there. Section 5. Putting in a goat. Is Trump playing us like a fiddle? Now, some folks are saying Trump's not serious about all this. They think it's all just a big show, a spectacle to keep us distracted. They call it the putting in a goat tactic. It's a strategy where you introduce something so absurd, so out of left field, that it grabs everyone's attention. Basically, you start with something so outrageous, so outlandish, that when you finally come to the table with a real offer, it don't seem so bad. It's like setting the bar so high, anything else seems reasonable in comparison. Kinda like telling your wife you're buying a yacht, so she's relieved when you settle for a new set of golf clubs. It's all about managing expectations, right? So, is Trump just playing us for fools? Is he using this tactic to manipulate public opinion and get what he really wants? Or is he really that out of touch with reality? Maybe he genuinely believes in these outrageous ideas and plans. Frankly, I'm not sure which is scarier. The idea that we're being played or the possibility that he truly believes in what he's saying. But one thing's for sure, this whole Gaza Riviera thing is about as likely to happen as me winning a beauty pageant. And that's saying something. It's a pipe dream, a fantasy. Until next time, folks, stay vigilant. Keep your eyes open and question everything. And remember to like and subscribe. Your support helps us keep bringing you the truth.